Hello everyone. Today's Presidential Facts episode is on our third president, Thomas Jefferson, an anti-federalist who wrote the Declaration of Independence. He already had a lot of fame by the time he was elected vice president, and due to his popularity, he was elected 4 years later to be president. He experienced several issues, but the major one was the first foreign conflict that the United States had, an issue with the Tripoli pirates. It was the first active militarization of the United States Navy, which kind of annoyed Jefferson because he wanted to cut back on Navy spending, but you just can't do much when your citizens are getting captured and sold into slavery in Africa. So he had to deal with that, along with a few other inner affairs, including John Adams' foolishness when setting up the kind of Supreme Court against Jefferson's favor. Amid that, his daughter also died at the end of his fourth year. So he was sad about that. Adams wrote to him, like I stated last time, but Jefferson still hated his guts until they became friends later, thankfully. These two men were good friends. However, all good things must come to an end, as Jefferson and Adams were soon to die. Adams' last words were "Jefferson lives" when he died on the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration. How do you think Jefferson reacted to this? Well, when Jefferson heard the news, his eyes swelled up and started tearing because he had already died a few hours earlier. The ironic sadness of this is that he had died a few hours before, but since back then there was no YouTube or internet, the internet didn't catch on fire and Adams wasn't able to know. So when he stated "Jefferson lives," he was already dead. Kind of a bummer. That's going to do it today for today's presidential facts for Thomas Jefferson.